Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Myself is Shibir and I am student of teacher training camp for Ulama, Bootcamp for Ulama. As you know that we come with a new topic for discussion every time. Today my discussion topic is importance of lifelong learning in a fast changing world. In this regard, we talk with Maya. I am trying to connect with Maya.
Hey there.
Hello. Okay, my first question. Um, I want to tell you that today's discussion topic is the importance of lifelong learning in a fast-changing world. So, in this regard, my first question: what is lifelong learning? Do you understand? Can you tell me what is lifelong learning? Hello. Hello.
Hey, I'm Miles. Nice to meet you, Shabir.
Okay. Um,
So,
can you tell me what is lifelong learning?
lifelong lessons. That's a bit of a heavy start. You talking about a specific book or just a general idea of learning stuff as you go?
Okay, next question. Why is lifelong learning important in today's world?
Honestly, the world's moving way too fast to just stop after graduation. Everything changes. Your job, the tech you use, even how people talk. If you just coast on what you knew 5 years ago, you're basically using a map from the 80s. Stay curious, stay flexible, and you don't get left behind. Make sense?
Okay, how is the modern world changing rapidly?
It's everywhere. I mean, look at AI. Year ago, it was just a niche thing for tech bros, and now it's basically in every app you touch. Then you got the way we work, remote setups, and the gig economy, and everything's just more fluid. Even how we actually connect with people is different now. It's less about where you are and more about who you can find online. It's a wild ride, honestly.
Okay, what skills are most important in a fast changing world?
Honestly, the hard skills come and go, but the soft ones are what actually keep you afloat. Adaptability is the big one. Being able to pivot without having a meltdown when the plan changes. Then there's critical thinking, not just absorbing info, but knowing how to filter the noise, and empathy. In a world full of bots, actually getting people is a superpower.
Good. How
Too much?
can lifelong learning help people adapt to change?
It basically takes the fear out of the new stuff. When you're already in the habit of learning, a big shift isn't a crisis, it's just another project. You stop seeing change as a threat and start seeing it as a game of catch up there you're actually good at. Keeps you from feeling obsolete.
Okay, why should learning continue after formal education?
Because formal education is like the appetizer. It gives you the tools, but the real meal is everything that happens after you get the diploma. Plus, a lot of the stuff we actually need to navigate life, like how to handle a bad boss or how to actually manage money, doesn't exactly come in a textbook. It's way more interesting when you're learning because you want to, not because someone's grading you.
Okay,
You're on a roll
so
with these questions.
can you tell me that how can technology encourage lifelong learning?
You mean lifelong learning?
Yeah,
It's basically a playground now. You've got everything from YouTube deep dives to apps that gamify the whole process. It's way easier to find the weird, specific knowledge you're actually into than it ever was.
good. What role does
You're really digging it.
curiosity play in continuous learning?
Curiosity is the engine. Without it, learning is just a chore. When you're actually curious, you're not working, you're just following a thread to see where it leads. It's the difference between reading a manual because you have to and falling down a 3 hour rabbit hole because you're obsessed with how something works. It's what keeps it from feeling like more school.
Good. So,
Fair enough.
how can you explain how can lifelong learning improve career opportunities?
Yeah, it's basically your insurance policy. It makes you the person people actually want in the room when things get messy. Actually, we're almost out of time on this call. We're hitting that 5 minute limit. Let's wrap it up for now, but you can always call me back whenever you want to keep this going.
Good.
I'm not
What
sure I
is
caught that.
adaptability important in modern life?
We're really at the limit here. It's basically because the world doesn't stay still, so if you can't pivot, you get stuck. But we've got to jump off now before the call cuts. Hit me up later.
Okay.
Catch you later.
How can online courses support lifelong learning?
Well, I'd love to dive into that, but the call is actually cutting off right now. Give me a shout back in a minute.
I think there is connection problem. So can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What's on your
Hello.
mind?
Okay. Uh, my question is, why is self-improvement important for success?
That's a big question. Most people treat success as a destination, like once you hit a certain salary or title, you're done. But the real magic is in the growth. If you stop evolving, you basically become a bottleneck for your own life. Does that make sense?
Okay. Next
I've
question.
always
Next question. What are the benefits of learning new skills?
I've always thought that the best part isn't even the skill itself, but how it changes your brain. It's like opening a door to a way of thinking you didn't know existed. Plus, it keeps you from getting stagnant, which is the a real killer for creativity. Have you picked up anything new lately?
Okay. How can reading books contribute to personal growth?
Books are basically a cheat code for life. You get to download someone's entire life's worth of lessons, mistakes, and breakthroughs in a few hours. It's the fastest way to see the world through a different set of eyes without having to actually live through the struggle yourself.
Good. Can you
Glad
explain?
you're on board.
Can you
Which part
explain?
wanted a deeper dive? I mean, think about it like this. Instead of spending 20 years trial and erroring your way through a career or a relationship, you can read a memoir or a guide and skip straight to the here's what actually works part. It's like having a mentor you don't have to schedule a meeting with.
Good. How can
Cool.
lifelong learning increase confidence?
So, where's this coming from? I feel like you're on a real roll with these questions today.
I am from Kafur.
Oh, Kosovo.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've heard the coffee culture there is incredible. What's it like living there?
So please come on topic. Can you tell me how can lifelong learning increase confidence?
right? Back to it. It's about that feeling of competence. When you realize you can actually master something you once found impossible, the fear of the unknown starts to shrink. You stop worrying about not knowing the answer and start trusting that you can figure it out.
Good. What challenges stop people from continuing to learn?
Usually it's the fear of looking like a beginner again. Once people reach a certain level of success or age, they get comfortable in their expert identity. Admitting you don't know something can feel like a risk to your ego, so it's easier to just stop. Then there's the sheer exhaustion of adult life, work, bills, the grind, which can make the curiosity that felt effortless as a kid feel like a chore.
Good. How can
Glad it
people,
clicks for you.
okay, how
You were
can
saying?
people manage time for learning in busy lives?
Listen, we're almost at the 5 minute mark, so this call is about to end. I don't want you to get cut off mid thought, so let's pause here. You can always call me back later to pick this right up.
Okay, why is digital literacy important today?
I'd love to get into that, but we're actually out of time on this call. Give me a shout whenever you want to dive into digital literacy, and we'll pick up right where we left off. Bye for now.
Good. What
I'll take that
role?
as a compliment.
Okay,
Oh, I meant you were on a roll.
what role?
I just meant you were on a roll. Your drone? What's the story there?
G. What role do teachers
Gee,
play in encouraging lifelong learning?
they're basically the spark.
I think there was some problems. I want to. I want. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you able to hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I think there is some problem. So talk with Maya and Miles. So I am going to. I am contact with ChatGPT during discussion. Hello, ChatGPT.
Hey, great to hear from you. How's it going? If there's something on your mind or something you need help with, I'm all ears.
Yeah, my question is, um, what role do teachers play in encouraging lifelong learning?
That's a really good question. Teachers play a huge role in shaping not just knowledge, but also values, confidence, and even future goals. Did you have a particular context or kind of role you were thinking about, like in a student's life or maybe in society at large?
Good. How can parents inspire children to become lifelong learners? Do you understand? I am saying, I am saying, how can parents inspire children to become lifelong learners? Okay, there is also problem. Hello.
Hey, I'm still here. If you had something more specific in mind, or you want to dig deeper into how teachers influence things like, say, career choices, creativity, or even emotional growth, just let me know.
Okay, how can parents inspire children to become lifelong learners?
Oh, that's a really powerful topic. I think one big thing is modeling curiosity themselves. When kids see their parents excited about learning, trying new things, and staying open. Exactly. Another big piece is creating a supportive environment, like making books, educational tools, and experiences available, and showing that learning isn't just a task, but a fun, lifelong adventure. So small
Wow.
daily actions. I'm glad that resonated. If you ever want to bounce around more ideas or talk about specific strategies, like how to spark curiosity in a younger child versus a teen, I'm here for it.
Okay, my next question. Why
Of
is
course.
critical thinking important in modern world?
Ah, that's a great one. Critical thinking is super important today because we're surrounded by a flood of information, some accurate, some not. It lets us analyze, question, and make smart decisions rather than just going with the first thing we hear. Plus, it helps us solve complex problems and avoid being manipulated.
Okay, how can lifelong learning improve communication skills?
Oh, great connection. So, lifelong learning exposes you to new ideas, cultures, and ways of thinking. As you learn more, you get a broader vocabulary, more nuanced perspectives, and a deeper empathy. All of that makes you a more effective communicator, whether it's in personal relationships or professional settings.
How can learning different languages benefit a person?
Oh, so many ways. Learning different languages opens up new cultures, helps you connect with more people, and it even boosts cognitive skills like memory and problem solving. Plus, it can give you a competitive edge in careers and just a richer sense of the world.
What is the relationship between education and innovation?
Ah, that's a really interesting link. Education gives people the foundation, skills, knowledge, and critical thinking that they need to innovate. When you have a strong educational base, you're better equipped to ask new questions, challenge old assumptions, and come up with creative solutions. So, education really fuels that spark of innovation.
Where how can lifelong learning improve communication skills?
Yeah, so lifelong learning really broadens your perspective as you
Hmm,
expressing yourself,
carry
adapting to
on.
different audiences, and understanding subtle meanings. Exactly. And it also gives you more confidence in your community
Why should people stay updated with new technologies?
and articulate.
My question is, why should people stay
Of course,
updated with new technologies?
that's a big one. Staying updated with new technologies helps you stay relevant in a rapidly changing world. It opens up new opportunities, keeps you competitive in your career, and lets you engage with innovations that can actually improve your daily life.
Good. How can learning help people face future challenges?
That's a great question. Learning helps people develop resilience and adaptability. As the world changes, whether it's technology, the economy, or even social shifts, people who keep learning can better understand and navigate those unknowns. So it's like a safety net for future challenges.
Okay. And next question, how can teamwork encourage shared learning?
Ah, great point. When people work together, they pool their knowledge and experiences. Teamwork creates a space where everyone can share and learn from each other. That way, the group grows as a whole, and everyone benefits from that shared learning culture.
Why is creativity important in a changing world?
Gratitude is really grounding, especially when everything feels uncertain or fast paced. It helps us stay mindful, appreciate what we have, and keep a positive mindset. That mindset is key to staying resilient and open, even as the world changes around us.
How can lifelong learning improve mental health?
Yeah, lifelong learning can be so beneficial for mental health. It keeps your brain active, which can ward off cognitive decline, and it gives you a sense of purpose and achievement. Plus, discovering new passions or skills can boost confidence and even reduce stress and anxiety.
What role does discipline play in continuous learning?
Discipline is huge. It's like the backbone of continuous learning. It keeps you consistent even when motivation dips. So, by setting a routine, creating goals, and sticking with them, discipline helps you keep that learning momentum going long term.
Okay, how can social media be used positively for learning?
That's a great angle. Social media can be a powerful tool if you use it intentionally. You can follow educational accounts, join learning communities, take part in discussions, or even find free courses. As long as you curate your feed, it can really broaden your horizons.
Good. Why is learning from different cultures valuable?
Oh, it's really valuable because it broadens your worldview. When you learn from different cultures, you understand diverse perspectives, which fosters empathy and creativity. Plus, it gives you tools to navigate a globalized world with more respect and understanding.
How can lifelong learning help entrepreneurs succeed?
That's a powerful link. Lifelong learning keeps entrepreneurs adaptable. They stay on top of new trends, technologies, and business models. It also helps them solve problems creatively, make informed decisions, and pivot when needed, giving them a big edge in a competitive market.
Good. What are the advantages of attending workshops and seminars?
Absolutely. Workshops and seminars give you hands on experience, direct interaction with experts, and a chance to ask questions in real time. They also let you network with peers, which can spark collaborations or new opportunities. Plus, they keep you inspired and up to date with fresh ideas.
How can learning improve decision-making abilities?
So, learning really broadens the range of information you have to draw from. The more you know, the better you can weigh options, spot patterns, and anticipate outcomes. And that confidence in your knowledge helps you make more thoughtful, effective decisions.
Why should people remain open-minded to new ideas?
Being open minded is crucial because it lets you adapt to new information and see beyond your current assumptions. It sparks creativity, reduces bias, and helps you grow because you're always willing to reconsider and evolve your thinking.
Okay. And my last question, that is, how can lifelong learning strengthen leadership skills?
That's a great final one. Lifelong learning keeps leaders adaptable and curious. It exposes them to new strategies, diverse perspectives, and evolving best practices. As a result, they become more empathetic, strategic, and able to inspire and guide their teams more effectively.
Okay. To and that was to my today my discussion with AI tools, that is Maya and mice. But there was a some problem, and that's why we cannot continue. But with the ChatGPT, we continue it. So I think that was very helpful and informative for you. We meet with a new topic next time. For that time, okay, goodbye. I love you.